Hello everyone, it's Miss Rebecca here to give you art education. And this week we're going to be looking at the artwork of Amy Sherald. Amy Sherald is an American painter, and she became very famous because she did the portrait of, guess who? The amazing, elegant, graceful Michelle Obama. Look at this gorgeous portrait of Michelle Obama. You know that that's the first lady. That means that she was married to the President of the United States. Michelle Obama was married to Barack Obama, and he was our last president before the president that we have now. And in this portrait, you can see Michelle Obama sitting in this gorgeous cotton gown. And what's really amazing about this portrait is the size of it. The size is huge. It's life size. And the gaze, that amazing gaze, that stare that Michelle Obama stares out to the audience and really captivates the audience with her eyes and that beautiful face. Amy Sherald is only 44 years old. And to be that young and to have gotten this amazing portrait, to be able to do this, put her on the map and got her a lot of fame and notoriety. And in this particular portrait, you see that beautiful white cotton gown and those abstract shapes that are put into the gown that make your eye go around the painting and then back up to that very intense and beautiful gaze of Michelle Obama looking out at the viewer. One of the things you're going to notice about the portrait is the skin tone. Do you notice that it's a gray scale? I wonder why the artist chose to do it that way. Doing a gray scale for the skin tone is something that this artist is famous for in all of her portraits. She likes to paint the African-American figure with this gray tonal scale. And then the very simplified colors and monochrome background, meaning one color in the background, she's known for that style. And I personally think it's very striking and dynamic. It's a simple realism. So it looks like it's realistic, but if you look really closely, it's very simplified and almost flattened in certain areas of the painting. And this is very much how this artist makes her portraits. She loves to take people from Maryland, Baltimore, where she's from, and just people off the street. She would take off the street if they interest her, and she would ask them, will you come to my studio? I would love to photograph you and paint a portrait of you. And some people would look at her like, what? But once she showed them her work, she'd take out her cell phone and say, look, I'm an artist and I paint portraits for a living. And I really would love to paint your portrait. Would you come back to my studio so I can photograph you? And a lot of people said, okay, sure. And they would come back to her studio and she would pose them and she would photograph them, and then she would move on to painting the portrait dynamic and bold and colorful in her very interesting style that she does. And again, this is Amy Sherald, African-American painter.